Hi, welcome back to RealmTale. In the last episode, we built this museum, which I'm currently standing on, but in between episodes here, I've actually done some work preparing the everything exhibit, which is my entire plan. Doors? Hello, thank you. Ignore that happened. The everything exhibit, which is something that I've been working on in between episodes here. As you can see, all of the warped signs that say done, so you can see all those are pretty much there. And then the crimson signs that say empty, those mean the chests are quite literally empty. And then some of them have some birch signs, meaning we're missing one thing. For example, verdant frog light would go right there. And then everything else is kind of filled in. Turtle shell needs to go right there. Cod bucket, conduit, scoot, some of that stuff needs to fill in to those spaces. And then done, all the redstone stuff is there. All the oak, spruce, and birch stuff there. All these woods, all of these woods. All the ores and stuff in here. All the, different cracked deep slate and sand and red sand. And then all the other stones in here. This is the empty one. All the copper has been waxed and everything put in there. On the other side, again, I showed you those two chests. Down here we have basically all the tools and armor. We're missing some nether right there for the bottom one. The tall fern is missing in this, along with two other flowers. Yeah, the blue orchid and the wither rose. I showed that one off. The redstone's done. We need to get all the corals here, and then this is going to be all the food items. And then in here, we're going to need our music discs. And then in here, we're missing a couple more batter patterns and a beacon and another star. So that's why we need the 6 wither skulls to finish that. So the first thing I want to work on in today's episode for, actually completing this thing is getting some music discs here. I've actually been pretty busy over here. If we just take a quick fly, right over here, we've been working on gathering a whole ton of music discs. So I've been working luring creepers. You can see everything goes to plan, but normally the creeper gets stuck in here. We trap him in there. He can't move. And then we, drop this guy up. And then this skeleton named Jeb, because that was the only name tag I had at the time, will take out the creeper. And we've gathered up a whole ton of music discs that way. If we go back up to the main tower, up in the main tower, you can actually see I've gathered a whole ton of music discs. We have like 11 stall, strad, all of the vanilla ones, the C418 ones over here. We have a whole ton of chirp. We're missing blocks. Blocks is like the one disc I can't get. I've been getting all the RealmTale special discs and all of those from the drops, but I haven't gotten any blocks. So I'm going to need to talk to the disc master, Funi himself. Really? Admiring my disc collection? Oh, yes. And the fact that I don't. Look how many chirp discs I have, but not a single blocks disc. That is impossible to get. I genuinely think it's impossible. Look how many discs. So many, and I don't have the one I need for the collection. Oh, it's a pain.
You're missing blocks?
Yeah, the orange one.
I was expecting some RealmTale disc. So it is blocks that you're missing. Interestingly enough, I don't know if I have it in I do know I have it. I don't know if I have it in duplicate, but you can take this one if I.
It exists.
Don't have it.
Oh my gosh, it exists.
It does.
What?
I worry that it might be a problem with the data pack, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, I have it. So, if you want, you can take this one. I might have others back at my base.
And you have other side. I actually got other side not too long ago. It was a pain, but I did get it. A couple of deaths.
Other side is a pain.
Yeah, it's a rough one.
My luck was with ancient cities. The 2 ancient cities that I looted. Goated loot. The ancient cities are the best structures you can loot by far.
Speaking of ancient cities,
yeah,
this was just came to my mind because that block museum. I need a lot of items. One things that scare me are the enchanted golden apples. I literally don't have any, and I need 2 for the collection. And I know you're the man who has a couple golden apples, so you want to supply,
Go. Whoops! I didn't mean to do that. Go ahead. How much you would like to purchase 2 of them, right?
Yes, and I'm willing to make. Do you have 10? When'd you get 10? Funi, you madman. Okay, perfect.
I told you ancient cities are goated.
I looted 2. I got one. What I got? I got a singular normal golden apple. No enchanted ones.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
So, yeah. Okay. Well. Name a price. So for 2 golden apples and the blocks disc, what would be the price trade deal? And then
you know what? No, never mind. I changed my mind. How about 15 a
50.
piece?
Okay, that's okay. Sure, I'll do that.
I'm raising my price. And the blocks disc, I don't know. I wouldn't charge that much
Well,
for it.
are you missing any like discs, RealmTale, or just like normal? Because if you're missing it, you can take any and that way you have everyone.
That would be an idea.
Because I have
That's
duplicates of everything at this point. You don't understand the absolute pain that went through getting some of the things. You don't have a.
I don't have Rickroll and I don't have Megalovania first off my mind.
Oh, I have barely any Megalovanias, so that's good.
I would take Megalovania.
Okay,
but
sure.
I have the better. But no, I would. I'm 100% taking Never Gonna Give You Up because I don't have it, and it's much funnier to Rickroll people like I just did.
Perfect. You've just completed the entire record disc collection, part of the everything thing.
I mean the months. Oh wait, I was about to leave without giving.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, you could have totally just robbed me there. I didn't think about it.
I was about to put them back in the shulker box.
And thanks to Funi, we actually got ourselves Enchanted Golden Apple and a music disc, which will help out with the collection gratefully. And so if we put this back in here, we can actually at least move down all the vanilla discs. I'm not too bothered about the RealmTale discs right now. They'll eventually kind of have their own exhibit, but we can just take one of every disc here, which is basically all we need, and put them into the collection. However, that's not everything. We even have, the other side disc and Pig Step, which we got a lot earlier. Surprisingly with Funi as well. So we have all of those as well, which we can put into the museum right now. And there we have it, all of the vanilla discs now in there, so we can immediately change the sign from empty to done here, which is pretty exciting. There we go, all of that is done. I've even done some work with the traders over here. This guy is kind of banished in the corner, but he's trading me the globe banner pattern, which we have here, and then even crafted with one of the notch apples to get the thing banner patterned. And then a beacon in the Nether Star has also been acquired through a lot of gruesome gathering of Nether Skulls. So with those items, we can actually put them into the museum as well. They go front and center in this chest here. So the globe pattern here, 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 and here. And that is officially done. So we can get rid of that and once again, replace it with a warp sign signifying that it's done. So just like that, start of the episode, we've already finished the front two barrels here, which is awesome. Alright guys, so it's another day here on the server and I've been more motivated than ever. So motivated that I actually just popped the totem. That's why I have fire resistance in the top right, but we're going to ignore that for now because I was diving down. I just finished gathering the chorus flower and then also the verdant frog light here. So that is two things I can finish. Two things I can finish here that have been 100% completed, so we can make those done. More warp signs, the better we're seeing on this area. We're really only missing one chest here, and then the corals and dried corals, which is something that I actually want to do later in today's episode. That's probably going to be the main thing. However, there is a couple things I want to add to the notable things. Yesterday, Funi and I were trying to find some wither roses, and I thought I had them in my store center. I looked for a while. Funi surprised me with this, so I decided that's a great thing to add to the friendship barrel. Another thing Funi and I did together, besides trading for the notch apples, was I checked out this map. This is actually map ID number 69. It's just a map of my base, but yeah, 69, that's pretty rare. Might as well throw it into the rare exhibit because ID 69, there's only one of those, and I got the 69 one. Down the road, I'll try and get 420 because, funny numbers, but it's gonna be a whiles away, so it's kind of cool. Funi and I also kind of discussed possibly making this a map area of maybe my base, if not my base, a custom map area, which does bring me the idea that I could do something really cool. It would take a long time for it, but custom maps of the word museum up here would also be pretty cool. Plus I can make my own font. It's either that or banners, but I think a kind of a custom map art of like kind of cursive letters would be sick. So that's honestly something I might do down the line here. Anyways, like I said, I was going to work on collecting some corals here, so I'm going to see if I can find myself a coral reef, and we can work on collecting all the corals needed. Fly in this direction and check in on the pig real quick. I mean, he's no longer flying, but he's still chilling up there, world record pig. So I'm going to keep going in this direction because I do think there's a coral reef over here. Well, I found an ocean monument, and look at that coral reef. Did I bait you out? Probably not. Anyways, we're going to gather up some of this here, and I think we have a silk touch pick. Yes, we do. All right. Yeah, just going to gather some of this, and this will hopefully be all we need. Make sure I get everything, because there's a lot of different types of corals, and the fans, and all of that, so I'm going to make sure I get everything here. Okay, I think I'm at the point where I have everything. Let me just make sure I eat some food so I don't drown. Hopefully I have everything here, because that would stink that I have to come back here. But as long as I have 2 of everything, more than 2 of everything even. Okay, only 2 brain coral here, but 1 needs to be dried out and die, so that way we can make the dried coral, or whatever it's called, the dead coral, I think it is. So make sure we have that for the variant. But I think we're good here. And since we're out in the water here, might as well get myself a cod bucket. This was something that should be easy to get, but I was struggling a little bit with the process of getting it, but there we go. Don't ask me how, but I randomly found that portal, and I have no idea where I am on the nether roof, but I'm just going to fly in this direction and hope that I'm leading back towards spawn, which is 0, 0. I might be getting closer. I have genuinely no idea where that portal spit me out at, so I'm going the wrong way. Alright, so let's load in everything that we do need. So it's going to be the fans here. So that's basically the order, and they're going to follow the exact same order, but dried out here. So I guess we'll place them down, and I don't know how these work. Can you just place... Oh, you can literally just place these and they dry out. Perfect. I assume we're still going to need to silk touch them, though. There we go. Yes. Alright. Alright, yeah, so that gives me the dead coral fans here and everything. So I'm going to do all that and dry out all the corals, and we'll finish that. And there we have it. All of the corals are now in here. We can remove this sign here, and once again, get out another warp sign. Warp signs are our best friends here today. And just like that, that's another chest 100% done here. And then we can even take the cod bucket and put it in there into that slot. Meaning all we need is a conduit and a scoop, which will be a little bit more hard to get, because conduits mean we're gonna... That's not how you spell scoot at all. Conduit's a little bit hard to get because we need a whole ton of the nautilus shells here to craft them up. But the scoot, I think I have a potential way to get that. Now, looking at everything else, the only other ones that are empty is this one, which is going to have some nether stuff, which is kind of boring. No one really wants to see me get that on camera. The only other empty chest we have down here is this one, which is basically all of the foods in the game. So I think that would be a pretty fun one to try and get in today's episode. Okay, right there is everything we have for the total amount of food. We're missing every item slot except for this one. This one will be empty, but like we're missing beetroots, which we're gonna have to get here. No idea how to get that. We're missing a cake, which is super simple. The notch apple needs to put in here eventually. We're missing a honey bottle, which we can actually grab that right now because we have a bee farm nearby. So if we just scoot on over here and grab one of these, we're good to go. That's one more thing collected, which is nice. Honey bottle, which goes, where does that go? Goes here. Nice. Okay. We're missing, I think it's mushroom stew right here. We're missing a pufferfish, which is kind of annoying. I saw quite a few pufferfish when we were getting our stuff. Missing, the rabbit stew. I have no idea how to even make that. We're missing a raw thing. We need to kill a cow. We need to get a raw beef there. Some raw pork chops, for example, I don't have. Suspicious stew, I can get that from my villagers. But just some other things. So I'm going to work on getting the beetroots right now. There we go. Nice. Okay. Apparently the first time I've ever gotten beetroots, seeds... Wait, how have I just gotten that recipe? You know, I don't want to question it. Okay, and then do one of those. Okay, how much beetroots do you need for the soup? How do I make the soup? Beetroot soup, how do you make that? You need 6? Why do you need 6? That's so pointless. That's, okay, well, that's the stupidest recipe in the game. You need 6 beetroot for this? That's crazy. Okay, I think we should have enough now. Show craftable beetroot. We literally used all our beetroot to make that. Okay. There we go. I think we're good now. God, never ever make me do beetroot ever again. That's got to be the most pointless. How good is this? Just 3 hunger things. And I only know that just as good as a golden carrot. Why would you ever want to eat that when you could eat it? Well, sometimes it confuses myself. Alright, while I'm up here, I might as well grab some of this. I had this out to get the raw salmon, but I never assumed me to get the cooked salmon here, which we can cook that up. And while we wait, make ourselves a cake. Kind of rhymed. Need to find ourselves a cow. Who wants me to... Oh, that's that's kind of funny. It just makes you realize how close I am. Back when I was trying to get the skulk part of the museum, I just went over here and killed some mobs. There was a cow over... No way. I just found another. Can I get pink wool? Oh, yes. Another naturally generating pink wool right there. That's kind of cool. Okay. We need this cow for a couple things. First off, we need to milk him. And second, we need to kill him and not get the cooked variant. Nice. We need the raw beef. We also needed raw pork chop. Was there a pig over here? That's not a pink sheep. There we go. You know, you guys kind of look like pink sheep. There we go. Raw pork chops. Make ourselves the cake. We got the raw salmon we need. Let's put back everything we don't need because, to be honest, that's kind of just pointless. All right, that means we can put these 2 there. The pork thing there. That there. Still needing that notch apple. The raw pork chop can go right here. The raw beef can go here. We're still going to need a couple more items, but still getting closer. Let's work on some stews here. So if we trade with these guys, some of them have some suspicious stews. I don't really care what the suspicious stew does. It's marked as suspicious stew, which is actually, believe it or not, something you can't get in creative. If you actually search this up, you can't get it in the creative menu. You actually can only get this from traders, but it does have a different Minecraft item ID tag. Alright, so now I'm going to try and find myself a mushroom cow because we do need some mushroom stew. Luckily, I know just the place to find one. Jeff! Where are you, Jeff? I'm coming for you, Jeff. Hello, Jeff. Oh, this is Jeff, by the way, guys. Jeff the Nether Roof Shroom. What a nice play on words. There's our mushroom stew. You know what? I'll even take a little bit extra just so I can drink that on my way back. All right, back here now. The one thing that I actually have no idea how to make, I don't know if you need raw or cooked rabbit for this, but rabbit stew. How on earth do you make rabbit stew? You need red mushroom, cooked rabbit, a baked... What? Who makes this, bro? Why is this in the game? No one... You're telling me someone willingly makes this stuff? Do I even have red mushrooms? Oh, I don't. I don't think I do. Please be in here. Thank God. Okay, I was going to say, if I have to go get some red mushrooms, that's going to be annoying. Rabbit stew. Okay, that's... I mean, it's kind of worth it. I mean, 5 hunger points is pretty good, but I just don't see anyone trying to farm all 5 of those ingredients that was in it. That's just a lot of work. Okay, 2 more... Actually, 3 more things we can add. The mushroom stew is going to go there. The rabbit stew is going to go here. The suspicious stew here. And now we're literally only missing the puffer fish, which may take a while to get. And then the notch apple, which we can actually grab from in here, which we traded with Funi a little while ago. So that is basically this thing entirely done. We can change the crimson sign, signifying that it's empty. And all we need to do is put a birch sign, signifying that all we need to get left is a pufferfish. Nice. So that is a huge chunk of that collection done there. It went from basically empty to having one thing left, and basically everything in here is basically done. So I'm super happy with the amount of progress that we have done today. It's mysterious. It's why am I following T? Crouchy crouch. Oh no. Oh my. Oh my. Thank you. Yes. Oh my gosh. This is perfect. This wasn't planned at all. T just joined. Look at that. Turtle shell, not needing that. All we need is the conduit here. Oh, this is like the greatest day ever. Look at that. See, I was literally preparing to do like an outro soon, but no, T decides to ruin my plans and hook me up with extra items. Oh, let's go. This is perfect. Okay, well, that's another chest done to the collection. One chest I wasn't even planning to get done in today's episode. I was going to work on scheduling a time we could trade. T was available. She just hopped on the server without me even asking. This is perfect. Okay. Alright, so, like I said, we have now finished another chest here, and we have one thing to go in this chest, which is going to be a little time coming. We do need to get a whole lot of Nautilus shells. That's kind of a tongue twister. But yeah, a lot of work was done in today's episode, gathering basically all the chests here, in between episodes as well. This one was basically empty today. Same with this one, all the coral was gathered as well, so a lot of work done here as well. So I want to give a huge shout out to T hooking me up with that stuff, because I'm not looking forward to dealing with turtles. It's rough. Anyways, thanks again for watching, guys. If you liked the video, make sure to leave it a big fat thumbs up. Helps me out a ton. Thanks again for watching. Stay tuned for more.